I have witnessed countless wars in my life. I've seen people die in tragic ways. I've seen people having their entire life shattered before their very eyes by actions and choices which they did not have a single say in. And I've seen others crying and begging from the suffering to stop. Yet still nothing comes close to the shock of seeing a skeleton chug 57 bottles of ketchup within a minute. Oh, and now he's pulling a hairbrush out. Sure, cause that makes sense. This play on words was totally accidental. Undertale is the single best game to understand how people work, and seeing how they play it blind can easily determine what kind of person they are. In this game, you incarn Frisk, a quirked white boy that busts down sexual style to avoid projectiles coming his way, which kinda just sounds like my last special at Comedy Central. Your goal in this game is to leave the underground, a massive monster-filled place that will teach you to either be a great human being or will reveal who you truly are inside. Side note, this video is definitely not an excuse to use every single Undertale song in my music library. Undertale begins like most of the other indie games of its genre, by trapping a non-binary child in the claws of Plant vs Zombies if the plant were sociopathic reincarnated goat children with a taste for world domination. Very common plot in this genre. But soon as we pull up, so does the talking humanoid flower. Flowey here asks you kindly to move into the friendliness pellets, as he calls it, but there's one thing he didn't take into account: my ADHD. Is that a bird to the right? Is that a frog to the left? Oh wow, I forgot what I was supposed to do in the first place. Seeing as he's also against people with mental disabilities, Flowey starts to fucking tweak and drops the act, kindly asking our brain-dead ass to run into the bullets. No, I don't got an IQ above 50, no, but I can recognize what the word bullet means, and yes, I saw him change it. Dodge again makes Flowey lose his fucking marbles again as he traps us to our death.
Huh?
That is, until Goat Mama comes in, yeah boy! This is the person we all need in our life, a 7-foot tall goat mother figure who side-eyes potential ups, fully aware that she's transforming any who fucks with us into a shit kebab. I could very much start killing people, but the only reason I don't want to is because my birth giver raised someone that, for lack of a better word, isn't a fucking psychopath. I just hope this choice of life will not affect my future enjoyment of this game, by any means, shape or form. Speaking of affecting my gameplay, the purchase of this spider donut was crucial to my gameplay, definitely did not buy it for any other reason. It had sprinkles on it, I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Call me crazy, but I kinda like this new home. It looks cool, cozy, and I've got the comfiest bed ever. This is the life. Pie for days, snail facts, I've got everything I ever want, like a nepo baby with morally questionable parents. So because I have it all, it's time to ruin it and leave the house forever. But as said beforehand, Mama Goat is half adorable and half a war veteran. Usually I wouldn't mind staying, but the Lakers play at 9 PM, so I gotta get out beforehand. Toriel's fight has a gimmick called give them the puppy eyes and tell them that the accident wasn't their fault. Doing so results in Toriel intentionally missing her attacks. I am sipping chugging milk in this footage. And as she accepts that the Lakers are extremely important, she lets us go into the actual game. And into the one and only Now, I've never been a fan of woods, but if I start seeing pages on them, I'm fucking running. I do wonder who that shadowy figure is. I sure hope it's not— oh my god, it's fucking Sans Undertale! Isn't it crazy that you could have been alive at any point in time, but you were lucky enough to be born in the era that created Sans Undertale? Making our way further ahead, we then have to hide ourselves from Sans's signature brother, Ancient Scrolls. This joke is pretty mid, I'm not expecting you to get it. So, as Sans drops absolute bars of comedy upon his brethren, he takes his leave as we make our way further down the underground. But of course, as we get further, we encounter the two goofy goobers again, in one of my favorite interactions in this entire game. This is the peak of my comedy for your information. If this doesn't make you smile, then I've clearly not ringed your funny bone. SNOWDIN is like precious moments in your life, because it's so short that in only a few seconds you can easily just forget it and move on to the next part of the game. Yes, I skipped over Papyrus, cry harder. Dear Diary, today was kind of a midday. I was taking a shit in the bushes when Papyrus started talking to a Dark Souls 1 boss. Good thing I was already in the grass because it made me shit myself. It's just like I always said, when in doubt, shot thyself. Continuing down Waterfall, we resolve a few puzzles that allows us to progress further. And no, I will not disclose the amount of time it took me to resolve the Slillipat puzzle, otherwise I will be laughed at more than usual. Progressing through Waterfall, we arrive in a very One Punch Man shading E zone that surely holds no antagonists at all. Hey guys, welcome to Disney World. Today we'll be roleplaying as Bambi's mother. I'd be intimidated by these peers if I didn't have a master's degree in breaking ankles. But hey, checkpoint at least. Yippee! Oh my goody god willikers, is that sand Undertale? It might just be. I appreciate Sans for letting me see the stars through the telescope, but I couldn't see shit. Although I don't think me seeing the stars was why he let me use the telescope in the first place. I feel like I've been bamboozled, but I am not fully sure. One of the biggest reasons Undertale is in my book of one of the greatest games of all time is because it doesn't need much to convey a lot. The environments and characters are already a pleasure to discover. But this little interaction with the statue always warms my heart. Life isn't all sunshines and rainbows, but that doesn't mean you can't try and see its colors. Somehow I feel like every time I've been in a place with any type of shading, I've been haunted by a maniac. But I got a good gut feeling about this place. Rule number 1 of survival, never fucking trust your gut. As stated beforehand, I do possess an ankle breaking degree, but these spears are getting awfully close to my Jordans, a risk I just can't take. Good thing my American physiology allowed me to make a run for it faster than anticipated. I would have usually taken fall damage, but thanks to my American physiology, the fall damage only broke one of my toes. Only bad thing is that I am now $100,000 in debt because of it. Cheers for the healthcare, I guess. Alright, I've made enough traveling as of now. I would like it if I wasn't engaged in any type of chasing sequence by a lesbianist fish as a banger theme song plays in the background. See, the joke is that it's going to happen in just a few seconds. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we fed testosterone and anime culture to a lesbian fish in hopes of getting a new breed of humans. Turns out the lab miscalculated and we ended up with one of the best characters in the game. I say this like this statement can be applied to literally everybody in the underground. Except Larry. Fuck you, Larry. I won't forget what you did in 2001. Is it just me or is it getting hot in here? Oh no, it's just me. I'm that sexy. Either that or the lava. But I'll be more leaning towards my insane beauty. Just look at this face. Tell me this doesn't belong in the Vogue magazine. Thank God this place has a conventionally water cooler. I was getting real thirsty. Cabba's a bitch, innit? For eel, on cod, no cop. We're back again, and this time we've entered the cave of the Lesbanese Nerdosaurus, who is as introverted as she's obsessed with Meow Meow Cafe Cuties 2, the return of tax evasion. And as I was going to get a breath of fresh air away from the degeneracy, I get abruptly attacked by the one and only Steve Harvey, who as of right now only possesses one mindset when it comes to my future. I feel like I should have brought my kids to this show, because this really is a family feud, the degenerates versus the normies. Alphys, it's very nice of you to give me the answers, but I want to get those right myself. Alphys, help me, I beg of you, math is my jam, I can hardly count to 3 without messing up twice. Passing through the inside of the core, aside various puzzles of first grade level, whose time I took to do will not be shared, we encounter Steve Harvey, Gordon Ramsay. They change personality every 2 minutes, then calling shots on James Charles Big the next one. Sure hope the making of this sandwich doesn't bring me bodily harm and... Why do I even speak words? Going through another set of puzzles and some homosexual banter, we find Spider-Woman. Sure hope I can afford one of her donuts and oh wow, tariffs have been cruel on the underground. I sure hope I don't get webbed up into the money laundering tactics of a greedy spider baddie. Isn't this foreshadowing? I have only had experiences with the trumpet when it comes to musical process, but I can recognize the banger when I hear it. Muffet's fight relies on making you purple, like you just had condomless sex with Grimace from famous butter drink Grimace Shake. Escaping spiders, big muffins and also muffin spiders because that's a thing now. The only thing that keeps me going is this banger of theme. Rightfully so. Well, if this interaction has taught me anything, is that money does solve every problem in this world. Also, goddammit, Steve Harvey, Gordon Ramsay, James Charles, fuck off, I don't have time for your shit! Well, I asked for difficulty and boy am I getting it served better than if I ordered a Wagyu beef at a 5-star Japanese restaurant. Bad part about this is that if I had indulged in some Jeffrey Dahmery business in the past, these fights would have been easier, but hey, I guess that's what happens when you're nice to people. So long as I don't get involved into the dramatic show of a flamboyant drag king, accompanied by Jeffrey and the synthesizers, I feel like I'll do just fine. Jeffrey may be a douchebag, but he can make a TV show theme like a motherfucker. If you've ever wanted to know what Pig looks like, it's often dressed to impress and possesses better legs than goddamn Chun-Li. Mettaton embodies the word glamour better than anyone ever dared to wear it, and he does so while hitting a stretcher would make your nutsack cry harder than me after watching Forrest Gump. Mettaton's fight is hard and easy at the same time because it's exactly what you'd expect from an end-of-game boss. Getting good was an option until then, and now it's a necessity. Dodging robots, hitting disco balls, Cyberpunk 2077 may have been in development for years, but you can tell me they didn't take even a bit of inspiration from this goat. And his theme is hard. It's like I was being hit in the face with a check for $100,000. Overall, this theme is not only my second favorite one in this game, but my freaking god does this next part always make me harder than Mount Rushmore. I'll be transparent with you guys, the worst part of this theme is that it has to end at one point, much to my own sadness and depression. I'm pretty sure this just looks like the house at the beginning of the game, minus the fact that it's colored like it's straight out of a horror documentary. She was a normal housewife that loved snails. Until she wasn't. And as we get further down, wouldn't you know it, Spam Under Spell shows up again, how much more can I butcher his name I wonder, and tell us that, had we killed people, he would have done to us what Limp Bizkit did to the music in the early 90s. Yes, I did steal this joke from the Deadpool movies. No, I do not give a shit about it. Cry harder. Seeing as we're, as Sense calls it, a fucking normal human being with tendencies for drag shows, he lets us go and makes it known that whatever's waiting for us in the last room will be the last fight we'll ever need to have. Definitely. 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 In case you've never played video games before, having 3 checkpoints in a small amount of time usually means shit's about to go down. But if it really is about to go down, then I might as well do it with a banger in my ears. Or not, apparently. Goat Mama is back again, and this time everybody's here for a fun time. Why the fuck are you here? I just hope that the flower that was trying to kill me back then isn't going to show up anytime soon. Well, speak of the devil, and you shall sit still. But sadly for Flowey, being nice to people does have its advantages, like winning a street fight, as everybody pulls up to help me. If only I had taken into account that absorbing people was on Flowey's secret moves list, what happened next could have been avoided. Boom. A child. This gas station weed is hitting me extremely hard. I feel like I'm seeing stars. I just hope that the amount of edibles the homeless man has put in my grimace shake was not that much, because if it was more than 10, I'm genuinely gonna start seeing fucking like rainbows or some shit. Holy fucking shit! This fight is the epitome of crack cocaine, because you'll swear you've never taken drugs before, and if you did, please tell me drugs aren't like this, because if that's the case, then holy Jesus have I been missing out. This fight is a magical girl anime for the first 2 minutes, then it turns into fucking berserk. That boy is not even himself anymore. I then save my homeboys, minus you, using the power of platonic affection, which in turn ends up with me saving berserk made goat boy despite my wishes.
He might fire your laser all you want for it, dude. Do it, I say. Behold the power of gas station weed!
Moral of the story, platonic hug works wonders. And don't take gas station weed. And with that, not only have I liberated all of the monsters trapped in the underground, but I've also both created and unleashed a new minority on the world. But as I stand atop the hill, watching the sunrise, I feel like I'm missing out on something. Shit, the Lakers games, I missed it! No! I have no idea what Undertale is even about anymore. I began fighting a speaking goat, I've participated in the drag show, and now I'm third winning a lesbian couple. Like damn! This bitch is gay! Good for them.